Right about...
Yeah, it still sucks. Kind of. Okay, so to be completely honest, this doesn't suck. It's kind of a nice look. There's like this retro two-strip color look happening. There's good sharpness, the grain's really well maintained, and it's probably worth a handful of likes on Instagram if people are into that kind of thing. Or maybe not quite a handful. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but a 3-stop push on 400D actually looks pretty good.
You know what? F16. We're gonna just say F it. Right about...
The next couple shots, nothing really changed. We're still rocking the crazy two-strip color look. I did forget that I was using a rangefinder and not an SLR, so the wire goes right through the middle of this one. I did a little reframing and thought that the fence posts looked good in front there, I guess. Still the same colors, same look. Eh.
Pretty nice tree, right? I was just driving around and I thought it looked neat, but while I was getting set up, an old fella drove by, was wondering what I was doing, told him I was taking pictures. He told me this area was called the Cottonwoods at one time, and that this old dirt road was the wagon road through town. Now there used to be 9 big cottonwood trees here. At least that's what he told me and what he said he was told when he was a kid. And that the wagon goers would stop here in the afternoon to get a break from the afternoon sun under these big cottonwood trees. But Oklahoma wind and weather have taken their toll on the other trees, and this is the last one. So it makes taking this picture a little bit cooler, I think. Okay. The neat old tree has been photographed.
It's crispy, it's crunchy, it's gold and warm and strangely blue all at the same time. And I really like it. The contrast is a bit heavy-handed, but the colors are there and they make sense. But here's the thing. I've shot a lot of 400D. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. And what I've come to learn the hard way with CineStill 400D is that the D does not stand for dynamic, it stands for don't shoot it. Because every time you do, at box speed or otherwise, seemingly, you're gonna go out there and get your feelings hurt. You have all these visions of, beautiful pictures, and you saw the marketing material, and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then you go back and you develop it, and then you have to ask yourself, why does it suck so bad? Why did I pre-order something? How am I gonna get rid of all of this? Where are the yellow highlights? But I think this is the first time I can look at a shot of CineStill 400D I've taken and say, I really like this. This is good. Maybe it's not all doom and gloom. Maybe 400D isn't the worst film in the world. Or maybe I just got lucky.
Light is going fast.
It's not the most exciting picture, but color and tone wise, everything worked out really well. We got our little bit of halation on the streetlights. We have some reach into our shadows there in the windows and around the building. The sky's there. Everything worked out. So, again, pretty happy with that. Now, there were probably 24 other things I could have shot that night, but I didn't. So I went home, and then I came back like 3 months later to finish this video.
As film photographers, I think we have a big problem with our subject matter. We all seem to gravitate towards dilapidated, rotten, forgotten places, businesses, cars. Well, I think there's a lot we could do to look forward, photographically speaking, instead of looking at the past. Because I think we've covered enough of the past. I don't have an answer of how to go forward, and I'm man enough to admit that I have the same problem. I mean, just look at that. How could I not take a picture of it? Now, just find a composition. And exposure. I've been wanting to take a picture of that for a while, so I'm glad I finally did it.
So the film's really working here. We know that. It's doing its job. The vibe is laid out. The colors are great. This house, though, I drive past it and I can't figure out how old it is. It's hard to put a date to it. There's this weird 2-car garage. It's got a weird old tin roof, but it still has power to it. Like, it's clearly abandoned, but what's going on?
It's another place off the side of the highway. But damn, that's the money right there. Whew! Thank God for Ford trucks.
It was, in fact, the money. I mean, look at it. That weird blue tone came back. It's really hanging out in the shadows. The sky looks great. Leading lines across the photograph. Windmills, hayfields. It's quintessential Oklahoma. Gotta love it. Now, I have no idea if this would work, but I do know that there is a lack of high-speed color film in the market. So perhaps that could be filled with pushing CineStill to 1600, 3200, or maybe even 6400 in the next video. Perhaps it was not meant to be a 400 speed film, and it was really meant to be a 3200 speed film.
So that's it for the roll at 3200. I do think I burned 2 frames on it, so I have something planned to make up for those 2 frames. So I'll hop in the Ford and head on the road. This is also my first shoot of 4x5 in this camera, so if I screw this up, it's going to be very disappointing.
So shooting 3200 speed film on anything is wild, but shooting it on 4x5 and in color is even more wild. This lens, the Fujinon 210L, is insanely sharp. I'll show you here in a sec. The amount of detail this lens is able to pull out is just ridiculous. The film, there's not a lot of grain, which is crazy because pushing just pumps in an insane amount of grain to film. So it's nice to see that it's really toned down. What I really like though is the composition, and there's this dichotomy from this old oil tank battery and the windmills. It's just so good. I don't know exactly what it says. There's kind of this new versus old, oil versus renewables. It looks really good. The only thing I wish though is that I had exposed it just a tiny bit more and pulled a little bit more out of the fields and in the shadows on those trees.
Trying to find one that I shot. And then I see this. I mean, come on. It's just begging for it. Tripod. Well, maybe I was getting a bit desperate. Or maybe it'll come out and it'll be a banger, as they say.
This is not a banger, and I know bangers. This is not a banger, nor is Monster Mash a banger, but this, especially, is not a banger. You shoot at blue hour, and things are gonna be blue. I should have known that, should have thought about it, but I didn't. The bus is really cool though, and I am gonna have to come back and try to shoot it some other time. Anyways, that's all from me, folks. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Hopefully this is helpful to you if you've been wanting to get more out of CineStill. Maybe pushing it to 3200 is the answer for you. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, shoot more film.
I really like this windmill. It's still intact. It's rusty. I think that'll look really nice.